The kiss lasted 3 seconds. Sarah's lips were soft, unexpected. The room fell silent except for my wife's gasp, theatrical, perfectly timed, like she'd rehearsed it. "How dare you?" Jessica's voice cracked with manufactured outrage. Her face flushed crimson. Everyone at the dinner party turned, wine glasses frozen mid-air, anticipating the drama they'd gossip about for weeks. Sarah pulled back slowly, no apology in her eyes, just calculation. "The same way you dared to sleep with my husband, Jess." The room stopped breathing. I watched my wife's face collapse, watched the color drain, watched her mouth open and close like a fish drowning in air. I didn't move. I'd known for 3 months. Jessica recovered quickly, too quickly. "That's insane! Michael, she's lying. She's absolutely—" "Am I?" Sarah's voice was ice. She looked at me. "Tell her, David. Tell her what you found." I said nothing, because I hadn't found anything, not yet, not officially, but the way Jessica's hand trembled told me everything Sarah's accusation implied was true. 3 months ago, I'd noticed the small things, the way Jessica angled her phone away when texting, how she started showering immediately after girls' nights, the new lingerie I never saw her wear. And Mark, Sarah's husband, my former college roommate, had grown distant, canceled our weekly golf games, avoided eye contact at gatherings. I'd suspected. Now Sarah had confirmed it, in front of everyone. I didn't confront Jessica that night. I drove her home in silence while she sobbed, insisting Sarah was jealous, unstable, a liar spreading vicious rumors because her own marriage was failing. "She's always wanted you," Jessica whispered. "She's trying to destroy us." I nodded, said nothing. The next morning I called a private investigator. Cost me $4,000 and 2 weeks of careful surveillance. Jessica worked part-time at a boutique downtown. Mark owned a construction company with flexible hours. The investigator sent photos. Jessica's car at a motel off Highway 9, Tuesday afternoon. Mark's truck parked 3 spaces away. Timestamps: 2:47 p.m. arrival, 5:23 p.m. departure. Every Tuesday for 6 months. I stared at the images for an hour. My coffee went cold. My hands stayed steady. I felt nothing. No, that's a lie. I felt clarity. I started documenting everything. Phone records I legally accessed through our shared account, credit card statements showing hotel charges she'd listed as shopping trips, text message timestamps that aligned perfectly with her supposed yoga classes. I compiled it methodically, a folder on my laptop labeled Tax Documents 2024. Jessica never suspected. She kissed me goodnight, asked about my day, planned our anniversary dinner for next month. I smiled, responded normally, played the devoted husband while building her destruction one receipt at a time. Our anniversary arrived. I made reservations at the restaurant where I'd proposed 7 years ago. Jessica wore red, my favorite color. She looked beautiful. We ordered wine. She reached across the table, squeezed my hand. "I love you so much." "I know," I said. I pulled the folder from my briefcase. Her smile faltered. "What's that?" "Our anniversary gift." I slid it across the table. She opened it slowly. I watched her face as she registered the motel photos, the highlighted phone records, the credit card statements with her charges circled in red ink. The divorce papers underneath. Already signed by me. Her hands started shaking. Wine spilled across the table, soaking the evidence of her betrayal in Merlot. "David, this isn't—" "6 months," I said quietly. "Every Tuesday. The motel costs $90 a night. You charged it to our joint card and told me you were buying clothes." Tears streamed down her face. "It was a mistake, I swear. It meant nothing." "It meant our marriage." People at nearby tables pretended not to stare. Jessica grabbed my arm. "Please, we can fix this. Counseling, anything. I'll end it, I swear to God." "You already did." I stood, placed $300 on the table, enough to cover dinner and her cab ride home. "The house is mine, bought before marriage. You have 30 days. She called 16 times that night. I blocked her number. She showed up at my office the next day. Security escorted her out. Mark called once. I answered. "We need to talk," he said. "No." "David, listen. You fucked my wife in a $90 motel every Tuesday for 6 months. What exactly do you think we need to discuss?" Silence. "Sarah left me," he finally said. "Took the kids. I've lost everything." "Good." I hung up. Jessica tried everything. Apologies, threats, tears. She hired a lawyer who quickly realized she had no leverage, no kids, no shared assets, clear evidence of infidelity. She signed the papers 3 weeks later. Sarah sent me a text the day Jessica moved out. "Thank you for the alibi at the party. That kiss was the only honest thing she witnessed in months." I stared at the message. Sarah had planned it. The dare, the kiss, the public accusation. She'd known about the affair before I did. She'd used me to expose them both. Smart. I saw Jessica once more, 6 months later. She was leaving a coffee shop downtown, looked thinner, tired. She saw me, froze. I didn't stop walking. She called my name. I kept walking. Because the woman I'd married, the one I'd trusted, built a life with, imagined growing old beside, didn't exist. She'd never existed. Just a performance, a lie dressed in red. And I don't negotiate with liars. I crushed the greedy shrew. Not with violence, with truth. And truth, unlike love, doesn't forgive.